Testing, testing. This thing on? Today we're talking about money. What is it? Why is it? How is it? I mean, this is the reason a lot of people are listening to this podcast because, well, the last podcast we just talked about the fastest way to get rich quick is to not try and get rich quick. Because at the end of the day, the schemes don't work. There's no magic bullet. I want to help you guys have the same realizations and epiphanies that I wished I would have had sooner in my career. Things that really, really helped me. And one of the things was when I finally understood what money was. Now, it seems like a simple question. It's a way to get things done. It's freedom. It's power. These are all of the things that people respond to me when I ask this question. And I want to tell you right now that you probably are not understanding the true power of money and what it really means and why it's so important. Money is just stored energy. Think about it. You give your energy day in and day out. You work your butt off so that you can get money. Money is your stored energy. I gave you a day of my life, and I'm going to get this money so that I can have energy in other things that I need to get accomplished. Dreams that I want to do, things that I want to do, places I want to see. Money is just a form of energy. So then you start looking at the different energies of your life, and you have time, which is the most important. And then you have people, which are actually pretty equally important because they can maximize your time. They can, like we were saying, they are almost like remote controls of your life because they can fast forward how you get to certain places because they might have the experience. They've been there, done that. They're able to help you transcend you because they've done it. So, what are the other things that we have? We have time. We have money. We have people. You have your energy into something. So that is the amount of effort you're putting into something. That's into relationships. You're going to spend energy in a relationship. You're going to spend energy in working on your dream. You're going to spend energy fighting with someone. You're going to spend energy. We are always spending. And that's why I talk about in where does negativity come from? We talk about it is someone who spends beyond their means. It's someone who spends far more than they ever get. But the problem is in today's society, we are not necessarily receptive to the right things so that we can fill all of our banks back up and feel wealthy and rich again in all things in life, much more than money. So just to be clear, I'm saying there are multiple bank accounts in life. So you have your money, which is a form of stored energy. You have your time, which is part of your energy reserves. That's something you can use. So energy, resources, all these things are working together. And your effort, or what a lot of people say, energy, your effort is running in tandem in everything. How much effort are you putting into how wisely you're using your time? How much effort are you putting into your marriage? How much effort are you putting into your friendships? How much effort are you putting into your job? How much effort are you putting into your dreams? And you've got to ask yourself, are you living beyond your means? Because I think it's really important to start connecting the dots and bringing everything together. Because at the end of the day, there's this concept of ROI. Now, if you don't know what that stands for, it stands for return on investment. And whether you like it or not, and I don't mean to sound so cold and calculated and everything's all business, but it really is the only reason we do anything. Okay, well, what's my return on my investment? That could be an investment of time, investment of knowledge, an investment of money. It could be an investment of anything. But what's your return? So ask yourself, what is my return on all of my bank accounts? You can't just say, what's my return on my money? Or I'm worth this, and you've never actually proven it. And a lot of people know the saying, but I'll just reiterate it. You need to learn your worth, know your worth, prove your worth, and then you can demand your worth. But so many people want to take a stupid class online for 6 months and then they want to say, hey, you know what? I want to make hundreds of dollars an hour. That doesn't make any sense. You are not a proven commodity. So I want you to invest in yourself first, because remember, when the airplane's going down, they always say put your mask on first. Why? Because you can't help out anybody if you're dead. You can't help out anybody if you're passed out. But if you have your mask on, you can then sit and help out everybody who might be younger, sicker, older, unable to around you. And if you are strong, you can be strong for other people. So, number one, focus on investing in yourself first. So now we've got to ask real questions. We've got to say, all right, let's analyze all of the bank accounts that we've been talking about. All of our stored forms of energy. Money is just another stored form of energy. Because if we really break it down, I mean, think about it. You're just moving things between your bank accounts. Money is just because you emptied some of your time account. People is probably you. If you hire great talent, you're going to have to empty some of your money account. It's just transferring between your bank accounts. That's all these resources are. And when you start realizing these are just resources and energy forms and bank accounts of your life, you start realizing that they're just tools so that you can get stuff done, so that you can make memories and start building the real wealth of life. But let's go into it. Are you living beyond your means in all of your bank accounts? Let's take your time account. Do you not have any time because you schedule yourself into oblivion and you don't have any time to be productive? You're not making anything a priority because nothing's a priority. And what about gaining knowledge? The most important thing as far as I'm concerned. And everybody needs to understand that if you want more knowledge, more wisdom, wisdom comes from experience. Knowledge comes from making a withdrawal from your time account. You got to put the time in. You got to put the energy in. You got to put the effort in. And sometimes you've got to pay money for that. All of your bank accounts are connected. Are you getting it? That's what I'm trying to say. It's just transferring one form of energy to another. So start realizing when you go to withdraw something, okay, where are you going to deposit it? Are you going to deposit it into your time account? Are you going to spend so much time that you get to deposit it into your Wells Fargo Chase, your bank account? So take a second and really try to understand, when are you taking versus giving? And so many people are living beyond their means in their time. They're not making anything a priority. They're living beyond their means because they don't make the money back that they're spending. It's not meant for anything other than just spending and maybe getting away from whatever their reality is. Maybe the people account, that's the one that hurts the most. When you tell your family, hey, I don't have time for you. You are not my priority. Something else is more important than this. Start saying that, at least in your mind. If you could say it out loud and be strong, it's going to be really hard to say those words. Now, if it convicts you, please understand what's going on there. But these are just forms of energy. Because if you have money, you can go make great memories with your family. But if you spend all your time and you never saw your family while they were alive, what is it worth? You can't make that memory if the people aren't there. Now we'll end with, it's literally a law that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So if you think about what you are realistically trying to do, is you're just trying to store up as much energy as possible. That's what money is. But don't let that be your only priority. And speaking of priority, learn to prioritize your bank accounts. Because if you prioritize them properly and you help them feed one another, you will have a compounding effect to where all of your bank accounts will be overflowing abundantly. But you have to be disciplined in understanding what is going on. You've got to be disciplined in prioritizing. All the money in the world doesn't matter if you have no one to spend it with. This has been the Final Percent Podcast. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have a great lineup. Episodes 13 through 18 coming to you this week. I really do appreciate you. Some of them are questions that we had sent in. I really encourage that. It's so great that you guys are listening to this and taking this journey with me. Again, thank you so much. I will see you next time.